Alright, so what we're teaching today is the power clean. So we're going to be teaching, demonstrating, and cueing, giving some feedback. You have your consent to show this to show and video for 448 motor learning class? Yeah. Yes? Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the movement first. So this is a power clean. We're going to start with feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to grab the bar like this, and typically we have weight on the bar. So it's going to be about this far off the ground in mid shin. So hands are going to be about thumb width from the start of the knurling. Alright? Start right here. Weight's going to be in the middle of the foot. Shoulders are on top of the bar or slightly over it. I'm going to deadlift the bar to the top of the knee. Once I get here, I'm pulling the bar into my hips. And once I get to this point, this position is called the power position. So I'm going to jump, hit triple extension, shrug, and pull myself into the bar, like this. Okay? So that's a pretty simple version of it. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to have you grab the bar. So make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. Alright, grab the bar. Alright, so just go to mid shin. A little bit lower. Alright, good. So you gotta use a nice flat back. So try to pinch your shoulder blades together right there. So hold that position. So now we're just gonna deadlift the bar to the top of the knee. Right there. Okay? So we're gonna do that 5 more times. 1. So let's pause up in between positions. So at the start and end. So you're pause right here, then pause right here. Yeah. And you see how you're going? So okay, so he's going around the knee right here, right guys? So instead of going, you can put the bar down real quick. So the bar needs to be as close to you as possible throughout the lift. You want a straight bar path. So the result of that is of you going around your knee, the bar's out, I'm exaggerating obviously, but the bar's out here, and then you get past the knee, and you have to pull it back in, which causes you to bang the bar against your hips. And instead of the bar traveling straight right here, when you bang your hip, it goes out here. And when it goes out here, you have to pull it back in. That's inefficient. So when you get past the knee, or when you get to the knee, instead of going around it like this, push the knees back. My knees are pushed back. So you'll realize you're pushing your knees back. You're pushing your knees back when you feel a pull or the tightness or the stretch of your hamstrings. So start to pitch in. A little bit lower, right there. All right, so slowly deadlift it. Push knees back. Okay, so let's start with chin. The bar needs to stay in contact with your skin. The only part it's not going to touch is the knees. So it's going to touch, scrape your shin. You're going to push the knees back, and then it's going to scrape all the way up your thigh. So slowly deadlift it to the knee, knees back. Okay, that's better. And this will take repetition and practice. We're certainly not going to get this today perfectly, but it's a good start. So next position, let's go to the top of the knee. All right? Top of the knee. Knees back a little bit more, and pull. Use your lats to pull that bar onto you, okay? So do you feel a little bit of pull in your hamstring? That's what you want to feel when you're going over the knee. Okay? So, second phase. You're going to scrape your thigh into your hips till you get right above your pubic bone, right here, okay? So, bend your knees a little bit and hinge a little bit at the hip. So, like this. A little bit more in the back. Alright. So, from this point on, we're going to jump, shrug, and pull. But before we shrug and pull, you want to hit triple extension. And triple extension is extension of the ankle, knee, and hip. So it's like you're jumping, but we're not leaving the ground. So hit triple extension, but don't jump straight into it, like that. So once you hit triple extension, the bar should start becoming weightless, and you're assisting that explosiveness you're giving the bar with the shrug and pull. Okay? So hit triple extension a few times. Good. One more. Okay. Now, bend the knee and hinge the hip a little bit. Okay. Now, I want you to hit triple extension and just do a high pull. Like that. So try to go elbow back a little bit, like try to elbow the person behind you. Good. Yep. Okay, so you put the bar down, so it's actually pretty good. Even though you pull the bar relatively high, so you do a power training, let's say the bar, you can only pull the bar to this height, right here. Let's say you can only pull the bar this high. Well, how's it going to get to my shoulder? So I'm going to meet the bar where it's at when it's weighted and catch it. So that's what you see in the Olympic lifting and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to focus on just power training today. That's just going to point about it. All right, so now let's focus on turnover. Turnover is we're at the high pull position. We're no longer pulling the bar up. The bar is weightless at a certain point in time, and we're transitioning under the bar and catching it in the front rack position. And once you're stable, you stand up. All right? So let's go to the top of the knee again. All right, knees back, here's the hips a little bit. Let's go into triple extension and then high pull. Good. All right, go down. Let's focus on that turnover. So this doesn't have to be full speed. This can be slow. We're going to pull it into the hips, jump stroke, pull, turn over into the bar, catch it, then come up. It doesn't have to be a squat. Just you need to dip under the bar to catch it. Okay. Do you feel when you, all right, you put it down real quick. Do you feel like there's a lot of weight in your wrist when you hold it like this, like in your arms? Okay, so front rack position is when the bar is resting on our shoulders and around our collarbone roughly. I mean, it can be behind or in front of it, but it needs to be resting on the shoulders. That's taking the weight off the wrist. Because when you have 300 pounds on the bar, it's going to put a lot of weight on that wrist. So, same grip. Front rack position is like this. Elbows up and out like this, and it's a solid rack. When you know it's a good rack, you should be able to leave your hands like this and the bar stays over. Like it's squat this position, right? All right, so just pick up the bar and we're gonna try front rack. So just clean it up and catch it. Okay, so elbows up, both of them. Do you feel like the weight is off your wrist now? Okay, this is perfect position we want to catch that. So let's go back down and try to catch in this position. Good. So try to catch it with your elbows higher. Good. So pretty good. So the only thing I can see you're struggling with maybe is a little bit of immobility in the lats or shoulder area. And you can do some drills with like a box where you have a box right here. And you get down and let's say you're holding something like this. And you're pushing your head and chest through your arms and you're stretching your lats and your shoulders. And that'll give you a little bit more range of motion and mobility to catch that front rack position.